Okay. So let us go back last week. How many times you were upset last week with a situation, with anyone? Be frank and express.
Well,
Well,
I
I
had
had
a
a
good
good
week,
week,
but
but
I
I
think
think
the
the
only
only
thing
thing
that
that
I
I
got
got
upset
upset
about
about
was
was
maybe
maybe
when
when
my
my
mom,
mom,
it
it
sounds
sounds
silly,
silly,
but
but
when
when
my
my
mom
mom
had to
had to
pick
pick
me
me
up
up
early
early
from a
from a
friend's
friend's
house.
house.
Okay, that was the. And you told your mom not to pick me so early?
Yes,
Yes,
And what she said?
she
she
said
said
that
that
uh,
uh,
that
that
it was
it was
late
late
and
and
that
that
we
we
need to
need to
go to
go to
bed. So
bed.
I
So I
need to
need to
go to
go to
bed.
bed.
Yeah, you need to go to the. Order. My order is order.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
how your dad and mom works with you.
Um,
Um,
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no.
I
That's how your mom and dad works with you means that they say my order is order.
Oh,
oh
well,
well.
usually
Usually,
when
when
they
they
say
say
no,
no,
I
I
just
just
listen to
listen to
them
them
because
because
they're
they're
my
my
parents.
parents.
I love it. So one thing you should be sure. One thing that the moment you agree with the parents, and then you can tell your friends that that's okay, now I have to leave. We will
Mhm.
talk sometime more, but don't get upset.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is one thing. And second thing is that why we get upset.
Um,
Um,
the
the
from
from
the
the
mind.
mind.
Yes, did your mom told you that when I come to you to pick you up, you should be upset first and then you can go with me?
No.
No.
That needs to be understood clearly.
Yeah.
Once we understand it is happening in my mind because somewhere I am attached. I like what I am doing and I don't want anyone should interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are learning a very good lesson and I appreciate you, Sienna, that they are my mom, they are my parents. So hence I have to listen to them. And then you reflect on it. Oh, that is the time. That is how I go to sleep at this time. So you
Yeah.
Yeah.
start thinking in that way. The moment you start thinking in that way, all your anxiety and being upset dissolves.
Yes.
Yes.
My I tell you the incident. You should be that is the way the Eastern wisdom demands us to think. So my son has a very wonderful good friend in India. So he offered a lot of things to me and to him. But
Mhm.
those things are completely defective. That I realized what he offered to me. And then I also saw as if he cheated us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was costly. It goes
Mhm.
into, say, maybe around $3,000.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Now I started thinking, should I tell my son about that friend who cheated me and who cheated him also? And I started thinking, I said, if I tell my son, then he will be upset, he will be angry, he will spend few days in anxiety and duality. So I said, no, I'm not going to tell him.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking then how to avoid the future transaction.
Mhm.
And I just, made him alert that we should believe everyone, but we should inquire, we should be clear, we should be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that cleared my mind without making him upset. That should be our approach in our day-to-day life. You are learning great lessons. You are still young. You have a long way to go. I learned after the age of 35. Can you think? And I was so crazy. So once, because you love learning and you understand it and you follow and apply these tools in your day-to-day life also. So you have two friends, one friend did something nasty, so it is better not to tell. Why should I make my speech and the thought impure? There's no need. There is no need. We should keep on behaving with those people. And with his friend, I keep behaving in a very common manner. But I just pointed him out that what you did, I may not agree with you. I only said this. I did not say you return my money and I don't go for that. Because I was attached. I wanted those things and that's why they sent me. I should have checked before. So that was my fault. But why I'm saying so? The moment you have a time for the bed and you are in your friend's house, you should conclude your chatting. Mom is coming, so that being upset doesn't come to your mind. You happily move. You say, yes, my mom has come. Thank you, my friend. And I will go. So it is all about understanding. Well, if you do not understand, then what happens? The mind
Then you
becomes
get-
crazy.
Yeah.
So who said that you be crazy? Who sent you the SMS or who sends you the email that Sienna, you should be crazy?
Mm,
No one.
Yeah.
yeah.
So when I start, when I start thinking, sometime, I also have an impulse of the anger, and then I just repeat the same thing. Oh, did he send me the message to be angry? No. So I had a bigger smile, and I calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have no fear also, no anger, no anxiety. So our thinking, the way we think should change. We should have a right thinking so that we can get rid of the fear, anger, anxiety, duality, conflict in life. But why we should get out of why should we be free from anger, anxiety, duality, and a conflict? Why?
So
So
we
we
can
can
be
be
a
a
better
better
person
person
and
and
live a
live a
better
better
life.
life.
Yes, we can be a better person to ourselves. I don't want to be angry because I don't want to hurt myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we say that we get upset over mom, dad, or friends or anyone else. No, I don't want to hurt myself. I don't, because the moment you get upset, the impression remains minimum for 3 hours, even if you don't feel it. And that causes the mind, it blocks the right thinking. And when it blocks the right thinking, then what happens? Those impressions are carried forward every day. And that is how our behavior and attitude changes in our life. And then what we think, I should not behave like this, I should not have done this, but I have already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I have done it? Impulsively. From where the impulse comes? Because of the impressions accumulated in the mind. So those impressions, we don't want to carry forward any impression. We should have a right thinking, we followed by the right knowledge. We should think and speak and act with the right knowledge in order to become a good person to myself, and that will help me not only to become a good person but also help me succeed in my life. what we want in our life. We want, what exactly we want in your life. Don't you want that you should remain calm, relaxed, happy, joyful in the morning when you wake up, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the night before you sleep the next day?
Yes.
So it means we want peace all the time,
Yeah.
in all locations,
Yes.
with everyone,
Yes.
in every situation.
Yes.
Why you got upset with the mom?
Because
I'm just helping you to think in a right way.
yeah. We were having fun.
We were having, yeah, fun. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good. Your thinking is good. Go ahead.
And yeah, I didn't want to leave. I don't know. Yeah.
Yes. So behind it, yes, you rightly said you don't want to leave. You were having a fun, and the mom appeared to interrupt in having a fun. Appeared,
Yeah. Yes.
not exactly she interrupted.
Uh, what exactly? Oh, we were
She
playing.
did not interrupted your fun, but
Yeah.
it appeared to my mind that she interrupted.
Yes.
So that appearance in the mind is attachment, and that causes the anxiety, that causes the upset.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So now, what is the right knowledge and the right thinking? Your mom might have called you that I'm coming to pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
You should have told your friend
Yes.
softly, yes, my mom is coming to pick me up. So we will continue our fun the next time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, why you are doing this? Because you don't want to get upset. You don't want to get upset on any situation, any condition, with anyone, at any point of time, in any relationship.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? The mind remains clear, mind remains calm, and then the life moves in a right path. So we answered that question. First thing, that what we want in our life. Definitely, wealth is important to meet the basic needs. Money is needed to meet our basic needs. So, what are the needs coming from outside? The cloth, the money, food, car, house. We need that. These are the basic needs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have also to think clearly that whether the wealth can buy peace and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Can money buy peace and happiness?
No.
Why no?
Because I mean, temporary happiness, I guess.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure is not happiness, but we need money. It does not mean that we don't need money.
Yeah.
We need money to meet the basic needs, but to attach peace and happiness with the money, with the car, with any person, with any situation, makes the mind crazy.
Yeah.
Did you talk about these principles to your friends also? You should. Why you should? Because the more you communicate with these principles, you will earn more respect, I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
The people, every friend of yours, let the time come, if you have been talking with these principles to your friends few times, they will start respecting you more. I can tell you. They will love you more.
Yes.
Because everyone loves the right knowledge.
Mhm.
Every human being wants the right knowledge, the right perspective in their life. Don't shy. Just talk the way I'm talking to you. As don't claim that you are a teacher. Well, this is the way I think.
Yes.
Yes.
So when you express this way to your friends, even when you are talking to elders, you will earn more respect. But not only the respect, the more you communicate in this way, this, what is going to happen? This will purify your mind. And third thing, when you get upset in any situation, they will remind you, you told us this. So that will be a reminder to you that, oh no, I need not to get upset. And you change your attitude. And that will help you to become wiser and wiser in your life. That is what I want to see you. You have been with me for a couple of years. If you do not change, then what is the fun of this beard guy teaching you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't, at least you should start communicating, speaking to your friends. You meet friends every week. So just observe inside, look into inside your, wow, this is the situation, this is my friend is talking. Say, so for example, your friend is also talking about her mom is crazy. So you change their perspective.
Mhm.
You say that this is, why you are saying crazy because of this. This is the way the mind functions. If I start thinking in a right way, no one is crazy. And it also does not make my mind crazy and upset. So we live with a healthy relationship in peace and happiness. What I'm speaking to you, you have to speak to your friends. That is going to be the next step. Why? Because when you speak, your mind accumulates these good impressions. And these good impressions prevents you to get into anxiety, and also that prevents your friends to go into anxiety. And that
Yes.
will earn a very silent respect from your friends. Are you ready to do it? Try this
Okay.
Okay.
with your siblings, and especially with the friends. Because the friends knows more about you than your siblings or parents. Perhaps you may not share those things which you normally share with your friends. It's okay,
Mhm.
I'm just telling you. But when you communicate in this way, not only you prove yourself, and you are doing it naturally, you are not posing, you are not acting, you are just explaining.
Yes.
Do it, please do it, Sienna.
Mhm.
Learning in these lessons is for the pragmatic and practical life. That how you think, how you speak, and how you express your thoughts, and how you act, how you behave, that will prove that you are becoming a good person. If I keep, if I keep all these knowledge inside me and I don't talk to you, then you will never come to me. So I'm expressing these thoughts. So when I express this thought which contains the knowledge, and that will help you to, so we are going ahead that why mind starts feeling, thinking of fear, frustration, anxiety. I know that, we both know that it happens in the mind, but then we ask a question, why it happens in the mind? I don't think so. Nobody sent me an email or a message that I should be upset, I should be in anxiety, I should be in a fear. But
Mhm.
still it happens. I
Yes.
never meant it. Still it happens. Why? Why it happens?
Because
Think.
mind.
You have to definitely, from today, you have to communicate with your friends and siblings. At least, that will open up your mind. But yes, now answer that question. We know it is happening in the mind. All experiences of anxiety, fear, duality, conflict takes place in the mind, but why it happens? So the Eastern wisdom answers it is because of the impurity in the mind. So impurities is hidden as past impressions. Impurities. Do you know what anger is?
Yes.
That is the past impression. Because you know. Do you know what anxiety is? What is being upset is?
Yes.
Yes, that means what is being upset, what is being anxious, what is being angry is. So it means we know means mind knows. How mind knows? How mind knows? Because of the past impressions. Are you getting it? What makes you rephrase the question? What makes you angry with a person?
Uh, when they do something
You can answer
bad
it.
or annoying,
What did you say?
when somebody does something bad or annoying, I guess.
Something does bad or annoying. So now I have to find out what is that something bad and what is annoying for you.
Mhm.
Tell me. Everyone becomes everyone has a different definitions of something bad, something annoying.
Yeah.
What is it for you?
Uh, I
Very
mean, there's a lot of things.
yeah, yes, like
If they say
yeah, go ahead. Be open.
mean things,
Like
uh, well, if people say stuff about me, I don't really care because
okay.
like it doesn't really get to my head.
Okay. But
But
what
if I
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
but if I like see or hear people doing it like to somebody that I care about, like my friends or something, then that makes me upset.
Can you give an example?
Like
We are going deep into our mind.
yeah.
That's why you are opening up. So when we go deep into the mind, what makes me feel other person is mean? So these thoughts will help me to understand how my mind reacts. So tell me what someone has told you about your friend that made you upset. I'm also your friend.
Yeah.
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 Like,
Like,
Whatever you remember, you just speak out.
yes.
yes.
Don't shy.
Uh,
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 Nothing is serious in our communication. We want to know how my mind has accumulated impressions and those thoughts which I label as mean or bad.
yes.
yes.
So once we open up our mind and explore, oh, these thoughts, if someone conveys, that means the mean thinking and bad thinking, then I will find the right way to remove that idea and the experience of the meanness, and I will have a befitting reply in those situations that will keep my mind pure. I will not be upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? You don't want to say?
I I
I
can't
can't
remember
remember
off
off
the
the
top of
top of
my
my
head.
head.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Intelligent girl. So, but just understand that when I said I'm coming to the simple principle why my mind feels scared, upset, frustrated, into anxiety, a simple answer is the impurity of the mind. But now, then we start. Uh, we want to know what exactly is the impurity of the mind. So
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
that impurity of the mind is becoming upset, anxious, and angry. It happens because of the past impressions that are accumulated in our mind.
Mhm.
So then the next step that you have to you in fact I asked you the answer and it's not coming to your mind that those past impressions are related to you said directly that if someone says the bad thing, so what is the bad thing? What kind of a thought which feels which you feel is something bad or something mean? Then you gave some idea, the hint that if someone criticizes, says the mean thing about your friend,
Mhm.
that hurts you, that puts you into defensive, and you are ready to react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are what you are. I am what I am.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So why should I get upset? Why should you get upset?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It is because of attachment. I am attached to you. If someone says something bad about you, and because of the attachment, I react. I don't like it. One option. And if something says bad about you, I listen to it and then I tell him or her that you have also to listen to me. Are you ready? I
Yes.
don't
Yes.
see CNI is like this. You said so bad things about her. And how she is good, I prove it. But I don't get upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you stop anyone saying bad thing or mean thing?
No.
No.
Why should I get upset then? But I should be ready with the right knowledge to give a befitting reply calmly. Did you get an option? Did you find an option?
Yes.
So one option is that I simply react, I feel bad. Other option is that I listen because I cannot stop anyone to speak out what they think about me. But I'm ready to respond with the right attitude of the mind, and that changes my life. I remain a good person because I don't see there is anything in the world that can make me upset. So I keep that option open. You see that one option, are you clear? One option is to react, fight, be upset, angry. And option two, I listen calmly and respond calmly. I don't think that that person, my friend, is like this. And I don't want to think like this. Why I don't want to think? So you answer it. You remain free from anxiety, fear, duality, conflict. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
It's going to your head.
Yes.
Do you have any disagreement with what I said? Disagreement means doubt. We will clear
Yeah.
the doubt. Disagreement does not mean that you are opposing me. Sometimes people, when they disagree with you and you say why you are opposing me. No, no, no. Take it calmly. So it means I was not able to express in a way so that the other person can understand. Now I will repeat it again in a different way. Are you clear?
Yes.
But from this week, you have to apply, you have to speak out these principles in your own way to your friends, to your siblings, to anyone you meet. Why I am saying so? So that you will become aware and you'll be able to apply this knowledge in your daily living. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So now going further. So now we have heard, you already know Manohi Dividham Proktam,
Yes.
Ashuddham Cha Shuddhameva Cha,
Cha.
Ashuddham Kama Sankalpam, Shuddham Kama Vivarjitam, absence of desire and the projection, absence of attachment, likes and dislikes, and duality and a conflict is the purity of the mind. So now we are touching another topic. From here we migrate, we remain connected, we have to purify the mind, one, but we migrate a bit. What is that bit? The real self. I think I have repeated maybe 1,000 times. The real self is peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom.
Yes.
Impure mind covers that real self so that we are not able to express that peace and happiness. That is what happened when you got upset with the mom. And then you realize there is no need to get upset. So because you realize, the mind became pure. I loved your response that, they are my parents. That's why majority of the people who meet with you say that you are a wonderful girl. Because you instantly realize you had a moment of upset and then you realize. And I appreciate it. To listen to the elders with a calmness and follow them when they are right is the sign of pure mind. But To express your disagreement in cases when you understand the situation is right, you should discuss. You should be open. You should not hide. If you hide, anxiety will remain. So, coming back, impure mind hides the real self. That causes not only anxiety, fear, duality, conflict, and long list, anger, upset, all those expressions comes because real self is inside us and the impure mind hides. So then we react instantly, we get angry, we get upset, we frustrate, we start tearing. How many times you cry and tears comes down?
Uh, no,
Not,
not
not,
not
not
for
for
a
a
while.
while.
Not for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last time what happened when you have the tears? I'm opening your mind to make it pure. That is the only reason I'm asking you these questions. There is no other reason. You have to be open to me. You're already open, but I'm still repeating. Last time you had the tears?
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
can't
can't
even
even
really
really
remember,
remember,
Very good.
but
but
Okay, but what?
it
it
was a
was a
while.
while.
It
It
was
was
a
a
while
while
ago.
ago.
Long
Long
time.
time.
I always love to see you smiling in peace and calmness. So, did you understand this? The impure mind veils and hides the real self inside. That causes the upset, anger, and hesitation. So, the ultimate result would be if I keep my mind in the state of purity, I will have no problem. So, in this journey, for a couple of sessions, it's a long journey, but not very interesting journey. You'll be surprised. We will also understand in this journey that how should I communicate in the world? How should I talk to my parents? How should I talk to my friends? How should I communicate? And what I should not. What I should, if I am aware what I should not communicate to my parents, because it may cause some problem.
Yes.
What I should not communicate with my friends, even they are very close to me. At present, you don't know, but I'll tell you.
Mhm.
So once you know, because the moment you communicate those little, smaller, futile things, that creates a doubt in the mind of the friends. And it comes due to the impurity of the mind. Same way, what we should communicate with our parents and what we should not. So, if we communicate what we should not, it creates another problem. So, did you understand how we are going with these sessions? So, we should be very clear. It should be very pragmatic and practical in our life.
Yes.
Yes.
So we should always remember that what we should remember, the real self is of the nature of peace, happiness, love, and wisdom. It does not have any element of anxiety, duality, conflict, and problem. But the impurity of the mind hides the real self, and that causes these problems. So we talk of three factors. You may like to write if you want to write. the first we see the impurity. And sometimes of these impurities do not manifest in our relationship. We want to hide. As it happened,
No.
did not happen. You did not tell me the facts until your dad appeared before me.
Yes.
Pay attention, I'm just giving you the practical examples. So the first thing is the impurity. So now if you hide impurity, what happens? That is what happened to you, and now it is clear.
Mhm.
A sense of anxiety and the fear, and that episode happened few months ago.
Yeah.
So now you see if we hide the impurity, then the second problem comes, that we see restlessness, and that restlessness causes anxiety, duality, conflict. And I gave you an example last week that you told me clearly that you went for a skiing to Canada. And did you think
Yeah.
about your parents? You said no. You were not
Yeah.
worried? Yes. You said no, I was not worried.
Yes.
Yes. So when I hide the impurity within me, that causes the restlessness. And that restlessness causes some form of anxiety, maybe fear, maybe duality, maybe conflict. What did you used to say? That you were scared about your dad, and sometime you said you were. You told me a lot of things I remember, but I don't want to repeat, but you know what I want to say.
Yeah.
So the three factors are there. Remember this, and we have to remove all the three. First is the impurity we discussed. And if I hide the impurity, what happens? The restlessness. What is the result of the restlessness? Anxiety, duality, conflict, fear, and sometimes have you seen some people around you? They get irritated on small things.
Yeah.
There is no matter, but you speak something and they get irritated.
Yes.
It is because they are hiding the impurity. So you can observe those people. So what you should do with those people? Don't say anything. Keep quiet. But I have to remove my impurity that is hiding. I have to get out of the restlessness.
Mhm.
Two factors: impurity results into restlessness in our behavior, in our attitude, in our speech, in our. Have you seen me sometime? I am restless.
Uh, I don't think.
So the same thing should happen to you. You remain restful, calm, whether you are with your friends, your parents, your siblings, your anyone, in any situation. Did you get restless while you were skiing in Canada?
I don't think so.
Wonderful. So it means the mind, even if some impurities are hidden because you were with your friends and the friends have a common interest, they have a common thought process, that's why those impressions did not manifest there. Are you getting it? Am I too tough to make you understand, or I'm explaining in a very simple way?
No, it's good.
So the moment you do not understand, just tell me to stop. First, make me understand.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the first is the impurity. Second, when we hide the impurity, then comes the restlessness. That restlessness expresses in our behavior, in our attitude, in our speech, in our action. That restlessness expresses in thought, speech, and action. But why the impurity is there and why we are hiding, why we have a restlessness? Because there is a wrong understanding in the mind. We have to correct that understanding. That is the third problem. We normally say it is ignorance, it is wrong understanding, it is misunderstanding. We say it is a wrong notion and ideas. Wrong notion and ideas are settled in the mind. We need to remove it. We need to filter. We need to purify. Did you get it? Everyone has it. Now, I'm not speaking to you because only you have it. I have it. Everyone has it. Your dad has it. Your mom has it. Your siblings have it. Your friends has it. But nobody teaches these aspects except the Eastern wisdom clearly. You get it? Impurity, restlessness, and the third is the ignorance. Ignorance means the wrong notions and the ideas. Now I want to connect to what you said. Oh, you observe me. Yes, I observe everyone. I observe myself also. Should I tell you?
Yes.
Yes. You told me if someone says bad thing and mean thing, I get upset.
Yes.
So that is related to the wrong notion. Sometime in a group, people tell me that you are crazy, and I say I am more crazy than you think. So I don't take the word craziness on me. It's a wrong notion. If one has a wrong notion about me that I am crazy, it is his problem. It's not my problem. Why should I get upset?
Yeah.
So when we remove those wrong notions which are stored in our mind since our birth as we grew up, and so these impressions always remain present in our mind. And then what happens? It brings a failure in our life. Why it brings a failure in our life? Because these impressions may manifest through my speech, through my behavior, through my action when there is a great opportunity. And I miss that opportunity. And when you miss that opportunity, then we start repenting. It creates further those impressions. And those impressions, causes then the hurt, and then we find that I am a failure in my life.